I love improv comedy. I love it, and I think it is actually the most challenging of all the forms of comedic performance, maybe the most challenging of all the performing arts, actually, if you think about it. Because there's no practice. With every other performing art, you get to prepare something. With a play, you have a script and you run rehearsals. With musical performances, you have the music and you practice and you practice and you practice. It's how you get to Carnegie Hall. It's a whole thing. With dance, you have choreography rehearsals and you run the rehearsals and you get every move perfect. And even with stand-up, you have the set that you prepare, you write, you rehearse the jokes. But with improv, there is no way to prepare because it's all improvised. You have to make it up on the spot. Imagine how uncomfortable you are public speaking, and then remove all the preparation and any idea of what you might have to talk about, and then stand on a stage and think about how that would feel. That's improv comedy. These folks get up and they have no script. Improv is sometimes called a play without a script, but they don't only not have a script, they also have no costumes, no sets, no props for the most part, a couple of exercises. They have no preparation. They don't even know what they're going to be talking about. They take suggestions from the audience when they show up for places, for vocations, for a couple of objects that they might interact with, and then they build, just out of their imagination and cooperating and teamwork, a whole world and a story. It's really a wonder to behold, and the only thing that holds it all together is a single rule: yes and. Let me show you how it works. Nikki, would you come help? So two players will get up on a stage, and one of them will take the suggestions from the audience and say something like,
"Hey, welcome to the party. We're so glad you came."
And now I have to figure out what to do next. Because Nikki has just created a world, or at least a small part of it. And she's done a really good job. She's given me a lot to work with, right? There's an event, a party. I know it's going to be some kind of joyous celebration because we don't have parties for uncomfortable circumstances, usually. I can think of some, and now my brain is filling up with all of the uncomfortable parties I've been to. You didn't need that. But she's created a party. She's given me a space to work with. Did you see her open the door? There's a door that I get to go through, so there's a space beyond that we're going to work with, probably. And by saying, "I'm so glad you're here," she gave me a relationship. We're clearly people who know each other. I was invited to this party. We have some connection to each other that I can build on. Now it's my turn, and I can do any number of things, because remember, we're creating this world from scratch. We're making up a story as we go along. So I could say anything. Now, I could say, "Oh, a party? This is my mother's funeral." Now, it might get a laugh, right? It's kind of a clever response, except that then we're stuck. This is what's called in improv a block. I refused all of the world that she just created, right? I refused the positive relationship we might have had because she didn't know it's my mother's funeral, right? And I've said it's not a party, because a funeral's not a party, generally. Again, the uncomfortable parties. But I have just created a block. Now we can't move forward, right? That storyline she was trying to build, that world she was trying to create, I have killed it. It is dead now. And she has to come up with a completely different direction to go with this sketch. I said no to the idea she brought forward. The better thing to do is to say yes, to accept whatever world she has started to create. Nikki said that there's a party. Nikki said we have a relationship. Nikki said that there is a door here. And so I say yes to all of that. I say, "It's good to see you too," and I walk inside the door. Yeah. That's something I can do. And that's a great yes. Except, just saying yes, just agreeing with what she's already said, doesn't actually move the story forward. If I say, "Great, it's great to see you," and I walk inside, what else have we learned? Nothing, right? I haven't helped us move forward at all. And now it's Nikki's job again to come up with something new, to further develop the story, to take this in a new direction, to build this world. She has to do all the work. if I just say yes. The best thing I can say is yes and. Agree with the world that she's created, the invitation she has given me, and then add something to it. Bring something from my own imagination. So instead of just saying, "Yup, it's good to see you," and walking in the door, I can say, "Oh, I couldn't miss little Marvin's birthday. I had to bring the balloon arch." And suddenly we have a lot more to work with, right? We have little Marvin, another character. Is little Marvin a 1-year-old, or is little Marvin a giant mob enforcer with an ironic name? I don't know. But we're going to find out as we play together, right? I have created a balloon arch that we now get to play with. Her door wasn't that big. Maybe we get to have physical comedy of me trying to bring this balloon arch into the room she made, right? We have so many places we can go if I don't just say yes, but also say yes and. If I agree to what she is giving, receive her invitation, and bring something of my own to the table. Thanks, Nikki.